Yay! Save me. Ciao! I don't have anything else to work on right now, so this is just what you guys are getting. I'm sorry. Jajang. Okay. This one should mostly be done. I just need to add the bottle. I'm gonna work on the second character. Give me a sec. I'm really inconsistent when it comes to drawing, though. Oh, well, sucks to suck. Do you think I should do the... I feel like I should do the arms and stuff first. Okay. Hello? Oh, there we go. Bloop. Something like this. Oh, also you should be like under here, right? Like completely? Yes. Okay. And then I should have this leg somewhere here. Drawn in. Oh my god, is my Wi-Fi actually working for once? Oh my god, I think my Wi-Fi might be working for once. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself. Wow. Anyways, I don't really have much to talk about today just because I literally did not do a single thing today. I woke up, and then what the fuck did I do? I scrolled on TikTok for way too long. And then, what else? I listened to some music, read like 10 chapters of Trash PD, and now I'm here, I guess? I don't fucking know. But yeah, I really did not do anything today. That's okay. This is still a weird way of rendering, but you know what? I don't want to do the line art myself, so this is just like how we're gonna do it, okay? Like, cause technically I already have like all the lines and stuff like drawn in, so there's nothing like wrong with the way I'm rendering at the moment, I think. Technically. I just have to like turn... Is there like a shortcut for toggling on and off the layers? Can I add a shortcut for that? Let me actually check. Where is it? Preferences, maybe? Oh yeah, okay. Nope, not here. Oh, modify key settings, that was what it was, right? Wait, shit, sorry, my bad. Nope. Oh, shortcut settings? Let me see if there's a layer toggle thing. Not you. I want to see how to toggle a layer. Not the delete layers. Girl, what the fuck do you want from me? Show layer. Can I edit this one to like a slash? Oh shit. Wait, let me see what I can use. Give me a sec. Okay. With that? Okay, there we go. There we go. I got it. Yay! Okay. Cause I'm like, I feel like I use a lot of toggling on and off layers sometimes, so I'm just like, maybe this would be pretty helpful. And I think it is. Let me just blur this color in on this side. And then yoink some of this guy right here. And then it would be like something like this, right? Yay. Okay, yippee. It's like, it's a weird orange hue, and I don't know why I have it like this, but we're just gonna work with it, honestly. Yeah. Boring ass stream, but it's okay. I want to try to get as much of this done today as I can, but we'll see how it turns out. Honestly, not sure. Might actually, let me use you as an in-between right here instead. I think it was something like this. I don't really remember how I had this rendered, but it's okay. We'll just work with it. There we go. I will say though, I have recently, okay, I'm seriously debating deleting TikTok again because I can't, bro, I can't with the, like, I keep getting those Reddit videos and I need to like get a way out of it because I end up like listening to them and then and I forget that time exists and it's like so stupid and so annoying. Cause like I'm not even like invested in the plot, you know what I mean? Like I feel like the stories are so stereotypical that I'm like I don't know why I'm still listening to this, but I am. So I feel like I'm just like trapped in like Reddit, like those bad Reddit story like hell, which honestly kind of sucks, but whatever. What's a girl to do, right? But yeah, anyways, so we're going to be drawing this. It's mostly a rendering thing today, sorry. It might be a little bit boring, but whatever. I can't tell what people enjoy about the drawing process. Is it like more the sketching or like more of like the rendering? Because personally for me, like I obviously enjoy the rendering part more when I can do it. But also like the sketching part's also really fun. Only when I have an idea though. I feel like half the time I struggle with sketching is because I never have an idea of what I want to do. So it's just a lot of me like struggling in the end. But hey, what's a girl supposed to do? Also there's gonna be another layer over this, so it doesn't matter that much about how it looks right now, so just excuse that for now. I'm using this one brush for like all the highlights and like the blendy parts, which is a little bit weird because it's not really very blendy, but whatever. Also, what is with the Instagram's new like instance feature? What is up with that? No clue. Okay. There's a yaoi pop-up? Where are you? I literally have no idea what I'm doing though. Just be aware of that. I feel like is that how muscles work? I'm not 100% sure. I feel like it is. Because like over here, right, in the body, you have like a little bit of like a bend for the elbow. So I'm not sure if I should actually make this part darker or lighter. I feel like it makes sense to be lighter now. Like that. That feels right. Also I'm gonna just erase this section right here. Just so she has more of a functioning kind of figure. Also I think this part is just like way too much on this side. This is very much just erasing with the lasso tool. I really enjoy a lasso eraser. I don't know why more programs don't have a lasso eraser, but like these things are so nice. The first time I used one was actually, well, technically it was when I was doing my animation stuff for my final. It was like it was this like, what is it called? It was this program on my iPad called ToonSquid. And it was, well, it's not free. It was like basically just roughly the same price as Procreate, I'm pretty sure. Whatever Procreate's price is at the moment. And I used it for like my final because well, first of all, I only have like regular Procreate, and I absolutely hate the animation on it. I don't know whoever the hell created the Procreate animation like tool, but it is dog shit. I'm sorry, it is so bad. I hate it so much. I don't like the fact that I have to group things into layers so that it would like animate, and I can't tween anything, and it's like frame by frame, but you can't like, there's so many issues that I have with it. That I personally just hate, so I'm like, I don't recommend animating on Procreate ever. So I was like, instead I was like, hey, what if I like download another app, I guess? Cause I have like some of my one of the upperclassmen in my children's book class does animation as well. Well, I mean, we're in the same major, but you know, they're a year older than me, and they already took the class that I'm taking. So they were like, hey, I currently use ToonSquid, you can download that instead for your animation. I was like, sure. And honestly, I find it pretty nice. It's like, you can do both raster and vector on it, which I definitely enjoy, because I feel like sometimes in a lot of animation programs you either get raster images or you get vectors, and it's like you kind of can't get both for some stupid ass reason. And anyways, so I was pretty happy about that part. And also just like the fact that I was able to that one, also you can do like layers, like, so I don't know if anybody, okay, well, I know I'm talking to myself, by the way. If anybody is wondering if I think I am going crazy, yes I am. Thank you for asking. But I used to, I animated, I think at one point. I've tried a couple animation programs, mostly Adobe, which is a choice. Let me see. I tried Krita at one point, and then I tried Adobe Animate. Adobe Animate. And I've also done animation on, I think, not After Effects, Photoshop. Because for some reason Photoshop does have an animation feature, which I think is kind of bullshit, but whatever. And Photoshop's like animation, I feel like is much more similar to the way that you would animate on Procreate. Except it's still easier to use than Procreate's, because it's like it has like a better timeline feature. Because for some reason, okay, I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, but like Procreate's like animation feature, like at the bottom, right? Ignore this guy. At the bottom of Procreate's animation feature, you kind of just get like a box with like the lines, and like these are your frames, right? Instead of like in most like animation programs, you kind of get like timelines. So you get like the layer, like this would be one layer, and then this would be 2, 3, 4, and then you would have like these like bars, and then you would be able to like put in like, this is like, let's say my drawing here, and then I can overlay like another drawing on top and stuff like that, right? And it would just go on, and this is kind of more like how Photoshop works, as well as Clipsy Paint. Ignore him. And I personally like prefer that way more, because I just don't understand why Procreate just doesn't really have a timeline feature. Like it's really like, you can't insert any sound into it. Like, I know you can't insert sound into like Photoshop as well, which I also is one of the reasons why I don't enjoy drawing with Photoshop or doing animation with Photoshop. Not that anybody really does, I think. I don't really know anybody who animates with Photoshop, honestly. I feel like they just use other Adobe softwares. But that's like one of the things that I just don't like. I'm just like, why are we doing that? Also, look at peek my beautiful egg girl right here. Isn't she so kawaii? Yes, she is very sugoi. Okay, well, anyways, I need to stop talking to myself. But yeah, it's just like little things. And I also did animate on Clip Studio Paint not that long ago. I don't know if y'all saw. I don't mind it. Like, I like the fact that you can tween on it, and you can also, I like the fact that I have all my brushes on here. This is a very cursed way of drawing. I don't know why I'm drawing like this. We're just gonna work with it though. This is actually so cursed. What the fuck is going on? But like, I don't think I mind it too much, maybe? I don't know. Hold on. Let me move her face down a little bit right here. This is so irrelevant sockets, but we're just gonna go with it, okay? Oh my god, yay! What was the reaction to my husband addict wife me so while I was lonely I fell in love with a cockroach I tried to kill? How was it? How was it? How was it? How was it? I need the review. What do you mean why? What do you mean why? Obviously because it's for entertainment, guys. What the fuck do they mean why? What it's my husband addict wife me so while I was lonely I fell in love with a cockroach I tried to kill. What do you mean? There's literally no other reason for it, bro. It's for fun. Do you not want to be addict wife by well, not the cockroach. The cockroach doesn't addict wife anybody. Yeah, she should be laughing. Yeah. Also, did I? Okay. I can never remember how I drew the eyes for this. Oh, okay, I might actually undo that part. And I'm gonna go with the, I think I have, yes, this is what I used yesterday, right? For one of my drawings? Okay, whatever. Actually, hold on. What is wrong with me? I usually like to draw the eyeballs first nowadays. I don't know why. Yeah, her eyes are just like green. Okay. Hi, welcome. Yeah, I was just ranting about like the random animation programs that I've used. But yeah, I think before anybody comes at me, I swear I will find time this summer to at least give you guys one more chapter of my husband addict wife me so I was lonely I fell in love with a cockroach I tried to kill. But we will see. We will see when I have time for that. I'm currently sorting out some other issues for the summer at the moment, so you know, excuse the lack of cockroaches. But yes. Anyways, so as I was ranting about, I know none of y'all give a fuck, but it's okay. I was ranting specifically about like, oh wait, what do I feel about? Do I like that? No, I think I'll just draw this part by hand. The line art. I was talking about these animation programs that I've tried, because I was like, did I say that I wanted to animate something, or was I just bored and wanted to yap about it? Oh shit, fuck, holy shit. Okay, give me a sec. I got it. Haha. My collection. Also, this eye is like totally not in the right spot. Whatever. What was I talking about? Actually, good question. Why was I talking about animation earlier? That is a great question. I don't even know. I don't even know how that started. Huh. That's odd. Oh well. very, very normal thing that happens to me. I'm just like, I'm talking about something and I'm like, why am I talking about this again? Um, I was ranting about shitty animation programs, but I don't know what my point was. That's so odd. Yeah, I was talking about like animation programs that I've used and why I don't like it. Was it because of Procreate? No, it was because there was definitely another reason for it. I don't remember what exactly prompted me to do it, but whatever. Anyways, so back to my yap about animation programs that I don't like. I find Procreate's animation program to be bullshit, and I hate it. This is not towards Procreate Dreams, because I haven't tried that one yet, and I don't plan to. But I mean specifically like the Procreate, like the one built into the app, the regular Procreate app. Because for some reason it is like it's so annoying because it doesn't like the timeline feature that you see on most like animation programs just don't exist on it, and it's like kind of stupid. Hold on. Where are you, girl? I don't know what your eyes look like. Whatever. And that was like my main complaint. And I was also talking about the program that I was using. I genuinely have no idea why I was talking about animation though. Huh. Maybe I'm just stupid and I just don't remember what I talk about half the time, and that's okay. It truly do be like that sometimes. But yeah, anyways, I want to do more animation over the summer, hopefully, if I can. But it truly depends on my time. I have a lot of things that I want to do and not a lot of time to do any of them. But that's okay, you know, like, it's truly is just like that. But yeah, like, I feel like recently I've, like, okay, so since school is done for me now, I am bored out of my mind, bro. I am so bored. I'm just like, what am I supposed to do with my life? You know what I mean? Like, because usually during school, I'm like, okay, I have, like, this project I want to do today, and this project I want to do tomorrow, and whatever. Like I have, like, a nice structured life. And then the second school's done, I'm just like, okay, now what? Like, what do I do with all this free time that I now have? Because I'm not used to having free time, right? So I'm not really 100% sure what exactly I'm doing at the moment. Today I just, like, literally just spent the whole day just, like, laying down in bed and like I can't even say reading manhwas. I honestly was scrolling TikTok more, and I am seriously debating deleting TikTok because like why thank you. I too like my mustache. Lay in bed watching anime. Yeah, but it gets boring, you know, like it gets boring really fast for me, which is why I'm just like not sure what to do with it. So I'm like, maybe I'll just, like, start doing some random shit for fun. Like, obviously I want to get my cockroach comic done a little bit more of. Like, I want to work more on my cockroach comic. And then I need to finish this commission, obviously. I have some other work that I need to do. Like, that's why, also probably why I decided to get, like, 3 jobs over this summer, because I'm just like bored. Yeah, and it's okay, it just do be like that sometimes. Am I getting paid? No, but that's okay, you know, like it is just like that sometimes, and a girl's just gotta do what a girl's gotta do for entertainment. Where is the eye color? Here it is. Is it this way? I don't know if this is the right shade for this eye, but we'll work with it, okay? And then this one definitely not the right shade for you. Let's go much lighter on this side. Yes. But yeah, I want to delete TikTok because I feel like it's a waste of time, honestly. I much prefer, like, I feel like I keep getting distracted by TikTok, so that's why I'm not reading my stupid little, web novels now, and I'm like, that is such a crime to me, because, like, who am I if not a reader of my stupid little web novels, right? Like, this TikTok is stripping a part of my identity away, and I hate it. You know, like, what do you mean? What do you mean I don't have time? Like, the only reason why I decided to re-download TikTok, one is because I wanted to see what dance trends there were and animation trends there were, because obviously usually like the trends go from like TikTok over to Instagram. But also, like, I was like looking for new manhwas to read, and they sometimes have good recommendations. It's a very 50-50 pool there. Very, very 50-50 actually. Like, I don't fucking know what's going on with the manhwas and stuff there. Sometimes they're like really good, sometimes you're just like side-eyeing it, and it just do be like that sometimes. So, you know, I was like looking for things to read, so that's why I have it downloaded, and I'm like, what if I just like delete it again? You know, like, I already, to be fair, I had it like downloaded for a little bit, and then I deleted it for a long while, and then I re-downloaded it. And I feel like we're just gonna keep going back and forth on that cycle forever, and that's okay. Also, just ignore how odd the drawing looks, because I swear I'm trying my best, I just don't really know what I'm doing. Because I was like, you know, it'd be fun trying to render in a new style. Is it fun? No. I mean, I feel like it's turning out fine, actually. I don't really mind it that much, but, you know. I would've, like, drawn something else, like, something new today, but I just, like, had no ideas of what to draw. Yesterday I sat for, like, 8 hours in my chair, and just drawing. Because I ended up working on, like, 3 separate drawings in the span of, like, those 8 hours, which is honestly, like, odd. So, like, obviously, as we know, I think, how long did I spend on yesterday's drawing on the stream? Does anybody remember? I don't remember. I can check, actually. But I spent however long it was for, the stream, and then right after, I started working on this commission, so I was working on, this character over here. This is what it looks like without the sketch, by the way. It's kind of cursed. But I finished pretty much this character yesterday. And then I finished this drawing yesterday as well. So basically I was going through it. Yeah, so 3 hours or so, and then the other 5 hours was working on 2 separate other drawings. So, you know, basically I have no life, and we've already accepted that here, hopefully. But yeah. That's just kind of how it's been going for me. It's odd, but you know what? What's a girl supposed to do, right? What is a girl truly supposed to do with their lives? So yeah, instead now I'm just like, I'm gonna work on this, because I don't really have any other ideas to draw. Like, okay, technically my other option was to draw this one character in stilettos, but then I was like, nah, that's like, or not stilettos, stripper heels, they're different, but whatever. I ended up deciding not to because somebody else drew it instead, so I was like, hell yeah. But yeah. Also, really cursed stream idea. But what if I spent a whole stream like talking in like the uwu voice? You know what I mean? Like, truly, what would have stopped me? Okay, first of all, I know it's a bad idea. I am well aware of it. However, I think it would be funny, and I clearly have too much time on my hands. But you know, it's not a cursed idea and nothing weird. Cause I'm like, I don't really know what else to do in my life. I'm just like, I don't really know what else to do, and I also want to like, oh shit, I fucked up. Whatever. Random, but like I also want to like figure out some like more stupid shitty lines to like have memorized for fun, just like pull out and harass people and harass my friends with, and I'm just like, I gotta like figure that out. But you know, also because I'm just like, I feel like I don't have shame anymore, so it's fine. it truly just do be like that sometimes though. Sometimes life just happens and then you just lose all shame. And I fully 110% blame my friends back in high school for this. Because I remember, I think like the whole like final year of high school, every time we would see each other in like the hallways or some shit, like we would always be like, but Pookie, and then Sony would be like, not now, Kitten Whiskers, Daddy has, we'll discuss this later. And like every fucking time we saw each other in the halls, which is very often because, you know, we're in the same school, and half of us were in the same classes like all the time. And I just remember like saying that so much back in high school, because the second somebody said but Pookie, like it's like an auto response. I could memorize a part of the abridged animes, but I feel like the thing is, some of them are not funny without like context. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. So I'm thinking like, what if instead, okay, option, what if I memorize like Nyaneka Sugar Girls? You know, like just more than just episode 1. I feel like that would be pretty fun, right? Amazeballs, yeah. Cause like all I know is the first season, or first episode, I fear. But it's okay, it's okay. And I just want the ones that like I feel like abridged. Well, actually, I haven't watched that many abridged animes. I feel like the only one I've watched is like the SAO one. Which I feel like is the only one that anybody ever watches, to be honest with you. Sword Art Online, guys. Yeah, that was my first and only abridged anime I think I've ever watched. Maybe, have I watched any other ones? I don't remember. I probably haven't, though. I feel like I should. Gotta like lock in, you know what I mean? Also, generally I don't enjoy rendering eyes that much. It depends, but most of the time I actually think I prefer rendering skin much more, which is why a lot of the times if you see me drawing eyes, they're like kind of boring looking and like sorry not sorry, I guess. More on the not sorry part, but whatever. But yeah, I think it's more funny to be able to just say like, you know, like those like really bad like those like Japanese words that aren't actually like used normally, like you're using it wrong and stuff. Like what is a girl supposed to do when they can't just be talking to their friends? Actually, no. You know what? I have fucked up my vocabulary. Who am I kidding? I unironically sometimes whenever I'm out with friends, I'm like, wow, this is so sugoi, desu. And like that is just something that I say now. And I can't tell how they feel about it, but they've yet to block me, so I think we're fine. Yeah, you know, but I'm not doing it like in like a cutesy voice, you know. I'm just saying it like with like my regular voice. I'm just like, yeah, that's so sugoi desu, you know, instead of like, wow, that is so sugoi desu, like, you know what I mean? Like I this is not daijobu, right? Like I could be doing worse, you know. Like at least I have decorum in public sometimes, half the time, 30% of the time, and you know what, it's a win, you know. Like I've yet to be blocked by people, I think so far, so you know what, a win is a win. Also, I have one of my friends, let me actually check. I'm not 100% sure if they're watching the stream right now, because sometimes they do watch the streams and I'm not sure. So let me just double check that my IRL is not here, guys. This is so undaijobu, guys. This is very, very undaijobu. Also, 10% of the time, yeah. Well, okay, well, they're not here, so it's fine. But you know, sometimes I would just be yapping to them, and then, okay, so, first of all, okay, so whenever I read, right, a lot of the times, obviously, I don't know if you guys noticed by now, you know, the whole half the times I'm yapping on this channel, it's about, like, manhwas and stuff that I've read, right, where I'm just, like, complaining debatably sometimes, sometimes just like yapping about it, but either way, a lot of like manhwas and stuff that I read, I talk about on the server, or sorry, on the channel, whatever. What the fuck am I saying? And like I also do that sometimes with my friends, where I send them voicemails, and one of the things that I've been like not really recently, but like kind of recently been doing is that like every so often, like every couple of voicemails I would send them, I would also send them like I would start it off with some bullshit like, yeah, Koneka-chan, look at that guy over there. Anyways, so basically about this random story that I'm reading right now. And then but the thing is, it's not consistent, right? It's not consistent enough so that they're able to catch it. You know, I'm not like starting every message with like, hi, my name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way. I would only do it like every so often. Okay, so imagine I'm talking to you about this random ass story, right? And then suddenly, like, you're 5 voice messages in, you're just listening through it like a podcast, and then suddenly you just get hit with some, like, according to all known laws of aviation, there is no way a bee should be able to fly, its wings are too small for his body, and then you just go on, and then you continue with the rest of the story. That is what I do. Because, like, what is the point of having friends that you can message if you're not going to, you know, just keep them on their toes every so often? I have this one friend who made this furry drawing back in, like, grade 9, and every so often, when I remember to, it's like an animated one, too. So I have it favorited on Discord. So every so often I would send it to them, and it's like very inconsistent. Sometimes it's like she forgets about it for half a year and then I send it. Sometimes I send it like maybe like twice in a month, and it's very like inconsistent, and it's great. Because like, what are they gonna do? Pry it from my cold dead hands? No, they can't. But yeah, that is my great conversation. I don't have very good conversation skills. I don't know if you guys can tell. But yes. But I'm great at harassing my friends, guys. Great at that. Not great at much else though. But it's okay. But yeah. And I'm just like I feel like my repertoire of shitty word like phrases is kind of like getting low right now, and that's why I'm like looking for an expansion pack, you know what I mean? Do we please understand? Somebody understand? I don't know. So I feel like this eyelash should be going downwards more. Also, I think she's just not supposed to be looking this direction. She should be looking like down towards here. So I'm gonna actually move her eyes a little bit. Womp womp, sucks to suck. No, that's valid. Honestly, I get it. Cause like honestly, what is the point of having friends if you're not gonna harass them a little bit, you know? Just like every so often, you gotta keep them on their toes, you know? Like I feel like it's just kind of boring if you're just like friends with people like casually, you know? You gotta be a very like active participant in their mental distress sometimes, and it's not like harmful. It's just annoying. And that's what I like to be, you know, just a wee bit annoying, you know? Okay, well, I'll drink water. Fine. You're trying to shut me up, aren't you? Tisk tisk. Yeah, but, I fully blame, what is it? I have certain things that I've watched as a kid that I'm like, this is probably the reason why I enjoy these cringy voice lines, but it's okay. Okay, I think that's a better position for the eyes. I'm gonna move this guy as well over here. Bloop bloop. This is a very weird way of drawing. I don't really like it, but honestly, like, it's fun. I feel like the result turns out nice. I'm not 100% sure how much I like the process of it. Because I feel like I'm just like moving things like pixel by pixel, which I mean technically I am, but you know, it's just not, it's not me, guys. like, hashtag stop fighting. I'm kidding, but I feel like gacha has done so much damage to me as a kid. And you know what? I think it very much shows. Hashtag this is my fight song, guys. Song request? Okay, give me a sec. Let me open it real quick. Y'all don't enjoy my stupid little music? Okay, well, sucks. Whatever, fine. Okay, you know what has done a lot of damage to me as a person who is who knows a lot of these stupid like words that I speak all the time. Anyways, whatever. It's not like I like you. Emarichu, I love you, girl. Like, specifically Emarichu and Static P, like, animated version. That is, that thing, like, literally every time, I'm like, I wonder why I am the way that I am. Partially because of that song. Hashtag, I'm not a dere, soon dere, you know? I have a jello heart, I'm not that mean. What is this song? I don't understand what this means. I don't know what the song is. I'm confused. Sorry, dude. I'm very confused. I have no idea what I'm listening to. I'm so confused. I don't have I don't have attention deficits. I don't have any disorders. What? Guys, I'm neurotypical. I just forget words. That's fine. Everybody does.
Well, that's me, bitch.
What? I'm being targeted for no reason. It's okay, whatever. Whatever, guys. Whatever. Anyways, my fucking song. You will know what this is. No one else do. I got myself just a little bit of love that I wanna spend on you, good baby. I'll never get that chance to dance that romance with you. I know, cause you're always laughing and kicking and putting me down. Gen 2? I don't make you watch Gen 2. I only make you guys watch Gen 4. I mean, I don't make you guys watch anything. Gen 5 is a mistake. Yes! There's multiple generations! What do you... Okay, so... Why do you guys not know about the old My Little Pony generations? What is this?
Cats are cute. Can we get along? You're so headstrong.
Going now so long. Here, let me yoink an infographic off the internet for you. Ignore all of this. But basically it's this right here. So you see how the My Little Pony designs are different? They're different generations, bro. Look at my ponies. Witness the ponies. Gen 4 is the most iconic one, obviously. But yes, this is the My Little Pony generation. Wait, fuck, I keep clicking him.
just rushing in. Forgot sunscreen.
It smells really cute.
Come on, daddy, my potatoes.
I don't really know what the expression should be here. I kind of have her like kind of more like a surprise kind of look, but I don't know if that's like good or not. What do we think, chat? Do we like or no?
Are you okay?
Fuck my gay chungus life. Shit!
Oh, why do you want to know?
I know, I know.
Alright, cool. Where do you want to go? We can rent a boat and sail, find a bunny, and feed it some juicy kale.
I know it's gonna be stupid.
Okay, well, how about a classic dinner by candlelight, or scary stories in the night, so that I can hold you tight.
And get you to come to me? No way. Okay, I think you're a little tense. I really don't like all the talk you have in the present tense.
With lips? Okay.
So listen here, buddy, it's all just a big fantasy you see inside of your head. No, so just say goodbye.
Oh shit, her actually, sorry, I forgot her lips are supposed to be green. I don't really know how green lips work actually, that's crazy. Yeah, if you see very closely, she has like this like green kind of lipstick situation going on, like a darker lipstick. It's very hard to see because they're all pixels. Actually, I don't know why I'm showing these to you guys, like you guys can see what my references are here. It's on the side.
So let's just go to the park, I guess. You don't even know what to bring. Come on, will you please just say yes? Jeez, fine, Baka Taco. It's not really controlling anything.
Fuck my gay chungus life. Shit. Anyways, no. No comment. Anyways. Green lipstick? What do you mean green lipstick? How very goth? Girl, what the hell? Whatever. It's okay. I won't beat my record. What is my record right now? 6? I don't know. Somebody remind me. I don't pay attention to this. I think it was 6, right? But okay, to be fair, it was 6 because it was a really long stream. Okay, so it was like, whatever. 4? I thought it was 6, no? Wasn't my first stream 6? Am I crazy? Crazy? I was crazy once they locked me in a rubber room full of rats. The rats made me crazy. Fuck. Okay. Anyways. My little pony. Friendship is magic. The only thing I don't like, I feel like I should put on my own silly little music, but honestly, whatever. I actually don't remember. I feel like the mouth should be darker, no? If you're like opened. I don't really know how expressions work. Or should it be like white? Because I fear half my ability to draw is purely through like anime vibes, so. Does that make more sense? Hold on. I'm gonna shove her in the back corner again. Give me a sec. Bloop. Does that make sense, or should I not have the teeth? I can't tell if the teeth are like killing it or not. Because I feel like if I don't have the teeth, then it just looks wrong. You know what I mean? Hello? I like how it say it just looks wrong zooming out as if any of you guys can even see the detail. I swear I swear it's there though, chat. I swear. I swear, gang. I swear. I'm not crazy. You are. Okay, but, well, I am crazy, but there we go. Face. Face card always declines. Because I can't draw faces. Bird? Okay, well, shit. Man, what the hell? Okay, give me a sec. I don't know why I don't have a shortcut for this guy, but it's okay. Anyways. So, I guess I've lost human privileges again. Oh well, what's new? Bird. Bird. Blah. Yeah, it doesn't do much. It's a pretty boring model, but whatever. I'm gonna give myself my, I think that is this one the one that I like the most? Hold on, let me try and fix the, oh, there we go. I look gorgeous. Yeah. But it's a bird. Yeah, I know it's a bird. It just doesn't move much. Which is unfunsies. I don't know how to, does anybody know how to draw a mouth? I feel like I have no clue. Okay, so gotta smash them all. What the fuck? What do you mean Furrymon? Girl, what? What am I being forced to listen to? Whatever. Give me a sec. Wait. So the first thing I saw was a Vaporeon. Hi. Hello. Welcome. No. No. Swear to God. I have a feeling about what you're gonna send, and the answer is no, actually. I don't want to know. Thank you. I fear I've dealt with one too many people sending me that copy pasta. Whatever. To be fair, it's not like this stream is necessarily like very safe for work anyways. I feel like I just talk about Lego Megaverse a little too much for it to be rated that way. Oh well. I don't even know what I talk about during my streams anyway, so it doesn't matter. I think we're fine. I don't think we need that, actually. You know? Guys, I need to sleep early today. I hate everything. I hate everything. Why do I have to sleep? Ugh. Fuck, I ran out of melatonin. I don't even know if I can sleep early, but whatever. We'll find out. We'll find out. My friends would love that song? Girl, no. No, they wouldn't. I'm so, like, personally offended by the fact that I need to sleep early. It's actually horrific. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean, me sleeping early? That's... I hate it. I hate it, but whatever. Womp womp, sucks to suck. Truly a skill issue on my part, to be honest with you, but... No, my back of my mind songs will always be the Yumeria Patissiere first season opening and also My Little Pony Friendship is Magic opening. Sometimes Cafeteria Song or other songs by My Little Pony, but like, you know. I'm pretty happy with my current back of my mind songs. They're very fun. They're very cheerful. Fua fua fuari, you know. It just do be like that. I don't really know how to put green on here. I feel like it's like a very odd color to add, no? Maybe I'm just not used to using green. I mean, I'm not, but you know. Because she canonically does have like green eyeshadow on, and I know it's like more of a brighter green, but I'm like not sure if I want to go with bright and green. Oopsies. The Rainbow Dash Likes Girls. If it's not an official song, then I don't. I fear. I'm a My Little Pony official song truther. Except I do know the Celestia and Luna ones, like the Lullaby for a Princess and what's the other one? Fuck, I don't remember the other one's name, but I know that one. Rainbow Dash Likes Girls? What do you mean? What do you mean it's not? I don't believe it's not an official song, right? Right? I'm not crazy for thinking that, right? Or is it in the later seasons I don't know about? Rainbow Dash Likes Girls? I mean, yeah, she does, but like... There was a song for that? I don't remember that. Am I a fake fan? Chat? Am I a poser? Or I think the kids say a LARPer these days. I don't fucking know. I don't know if that's outdated yet. I don't know what any of the terms are anymore. I'm just coasting along and figuring it out. Is that you're lying to me, and that's what I believe. Yeah. Oh fuck, is it midnight already? Guys, why am I so bad with time? It's okay. Sobbing, crying, screaming, throwing a fit. Bum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum bum. Bum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-da-bum bum bum. Time is a social construct. You're so right. Bum bum ba-dum bum bum. I don't know how I feel about the size of the eyes. I feel like they're a little big. I might shrink the eyes real quick. My favorite method of eye shrinking. Yeah, I feel like the eyes earlier were a little big. Which is why I couldn't accept it. That's better, right? Pony I wanna be? Yeah! Wait, hold on. Give me a second. Oh, with the reprise as well. Dun, 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 dun. Of course I know this fucking song. Who doesn't know this song? Huh? I love how my weird drawing method is just bald. Also, are we at 1 hour now? Okay, cool. On Osu? The fuck? Okay, sure. I love how cutesy she is. Actually, what is Diamond Tiara's, like, thing anyways? She just has a crown on her ass. Sorry, cutie mark. What does that mean? What the hell does that even mean? Chat, what does it mean to be Diamond Tiaras? Focus? What's going on with me? Jesus. Random ass song mix today. But it's okay.
My little pony, my little pony, is magic.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I'm just like, I don't know. Like, the thing is, how do you discover that as your, like, talent, you know? Like, it doesn't seem like she's, like, done any type of, like, jewelry stuff. So I'm like, and she's already had her cutie mark. Like, you know how, Rarity, like, got her cutie mark when she, like, when she found, like, the gems and stuff? I'm wondering how people would get their cutie marks when it's, like, random stuff like that, you know? Because I'm like, I feel like some things, like, oh yeah, it's pretty easy to, like, get a cutie mark for that when you're a kid. But, like, others, I'm just like, do they just, like, throw the children into the void and just, like, say, come back when you get your cutie mark? Yeah, a cutie mark is what my cutie mark is telling me is an official song. It's from season 3, episode 13. I'm pretty sure. Not that I would know, for any reasons or anything. Um. Yeah, never would know that. Shh, hush, 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 children, hush. Here, I'll cue it up for you guys. But no, I would never know what episode Magical Mystery Cure would be. That's such, how dare you assume that of me? A person, very, very normal about ponies. To be fair though, Magical Mystery Cure is like one of the only episodes that I have like I know like what episode it's from, like on all the songs in there. Just because it's like kind of iconic and I also rewatch it every so often. By that I mean I think I rewatched it like not that long ago, like the other day. But that's not the point. Maybe it's been like a week or 2 since I rewatched it. But that's not the point, okay? I don't really know why I can never draw hands properly though. No, blah blah. Skill issue on my end, I guess. Bum, 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 bum. Bum,
Something strange is going on. Hey guys! Rainbow Dash, why is Rarity doing your job? And what in Equestria is going on in here?
Dun, 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 dun.
Little ones won't listen, no, not one little bit. They run around without control and throw their hissy fits. It's up to me to stop them. It's got to see, it's got to be my destiny. It's what my cutie mark is telling me. Try to keep from laughing, but a smile upon their face. And to for this grace, entertainment, something all to see. It's got to be my destiny, and it's what my cutie mark is telling me. I don't care if we're chicken, fruit, and flower, building such a hill. I to you cannot fix this busted water chute. Then it's many chores to do, it's no fun being me. But if that's to be my destiny, 'cause it's what my cutie mark is telling me.
I know not enough about this My Little Pony.
I think that it's a dress, and the way that it looks like I'm on yours in stress. This is not pretty, and it's what my cutie mark is telling me. I'm sorry. In patterns, but the others have concern. For I escape and frostbite over top of their suburbs. But have to keep on trying, for whatever you can see. It's yet to be my destiny. And it's been my pretty fun. Can't run my pretty mind. Like it's been like it's hell.
Meow. Ah, fuck, it's the My Little Pony official episode ending thing. Shit. Okay. Hush. Anyways, don't worry about it. Yeah. See? You can watch the whole episode in your head. Exactly, you get it. And then afterwards, it's like, she goes into like the sad mode, and then Twilight's failure song, happens. and then after she decides, okay, I'm gonna like, and then she finds out how to fix it because I don't remember what exactly, but like the things in the background start to shine, like the elements of harmony shine. So she puts them in a box and then she runs out, and then she like basically, Fluttershy is like on the way to her like back to Cloudsdale, and then Twilight's like, hey, like, do you like help? Basically, she's like, help me with Rainbow Dash, and Fluttershy is like, but I don't know anything about animals. And then but then Twilight's like, but you do know something about Rainbow Dash. I know that she's a true friend. And then they go to the Rainbow Dash's like or so technically Fluttershy's cottage, that Rainbow Dash is currently in. And then that's when Fluttershy goes in, and then and then Twilight's like you're the only one who can save her, and then and then so Fluttershy like goes in and then talks to the animals, and then like the animals slowly calm down, and then that's when she's like, it's almost like this is my destiny, and then that's when she starts glowing, and then that's when Twilight throws the element of kindness onto her neck, and then that's when she gets switched back, and then the whole like True Friend song starts playing, and nobody is welcome for that description. Thank you.
Okay, Crusaders, back to the business of earning our cutie marks. Any suggestions? No, we've tried everything. We've run out of ideas. Are you kidding me, Crusaders? We can do better than that.
I actually don't think I know this one as well, but it's
We've
okay.
been searching for cutie marks for a while now, trying to find out how we fit in. So many ways we've tried before, but we keep on trying more, 'cause the cutie mark Crusaders don't give in. We'll make our mark, one way or another. We'll make our mark on the day that we discover the ultimate reward of our cutie marks. Now that's more like it. I've been thinking, Crusaders, we spend an awful lot of time.
You really like this episode, don't you?
Discover our true talent, but when we take a little time off, we end up helping other ponies figure out their true talent. Yeah, and I think that's way more important than worrying about our cutie marks. Don't you? Absolutely. I don't care if I ever get my cutie mark, as long as I get to hang out with my best friends. So what do you say, Crusaders? Want to just focus on helping others find their cutie marks? Yeah!
Dun dun dun. And then they get a cutie mark. A valid, to be honest. Extremely valid toys.
What happened? What's going on? It's your
Your
cutie marks. They're amazing.
Dun dun.
You got the same cutie mark.
They're so cutesy.
We were searching for cutie marks for a while there, trying to find out how we fit in. So many ways we tried before, but we kept on trying more, 'cause the cutie mark Crusaders don't give in. Now we know what it took all along, and their journey here is never really done.
Actually, you know what I don't get about this episode? Usually like from what I've seen so far in My Little Pony, it's you don't have to like accept your destiny necessarily to just get it. You know what I mean? Which is why I'm like, why did it take them so long to get their cutie mark? I mean, plot for obvious reason, but if you think about it, right? Like a lot of the other ponies, like the second they like interact with their talent, they get their cutie mark. I don't know why it took like them having to accept this as their talent to kind of like get their cutie mark. You know what I mean? Does nobody understand? I don't know if I'm saying it coherently, but like,
Little buddy, you taught me a thing or two.
this is such a cute episode though.
Inspired every pony around you, and you've inspired
Right? I'm like, how many blanks are there in the world? Because I'm like, okay, also another issue, like, what do you think about, like, because My Little Pony, there is a class system, right? It's like there's very obviously things that like certain ponies are able to do and certain ponies that are not able to do just based off of like their economic standing and stuff in the pony world, which is kind of odd, but whatever. Because if you think about it, right, like what if somebody was like what if like an earth pony was like has a destiny of like, I don't know, being like a magical scholar or something, right? But they can't go into like any of the magical places because they're not a unicorn and they're not able to like study it traditionally. Like, how would they get their cutie mark, right? Would they just be a blank forever? Or is there like backup destinies if they don't get like their destiny by a certain age? And also, like, okay, so you know how there's like other parts of the world in the My Little Pony universe, like the yaks and like stuff like that. Like what if like one of the ponies their thing is more like directed towards like another screwball? Which one was that one? I feel like I know what you're talking about. Hold on. That's crazy, bro. The one-off background pony. It's not even background pony. Fake ponies. Fake ponies. Non-canon pony. Mine is Flufflepuff. Look me in the eyes and tell me that you're not surprised. That you were surprised about that. But, you know. Valid. I am a Fluttershy Glazer, I fear. And that's okay, I'm proud of it. I don't really know if I have any, like, favorite ponies, technically, because I'm just, like, more, like, whatever with all the ponies. I just like the show in general, so. But out of the main 6, I definitely prefer Fluttershy out of everybody. Like, I will defend Fluttershy. But, you know. Twilight infuriates me sometimes, I will not lie. But I feel like that's just, like, everybody's reaction to certain ponies. I have a lot of, like, I feel like it's not even just My Little Pony 2. I don't really enjoy main characters that much in a lot of, like, kids media. Because I feel like they just kind of piss me off a little bit. Cheese sandwich? Nice. Cheese sandwich is an entertaining character, to be honest with you. I don't like his design enough to give a fuck about him, though, sadly. I'm very biased towards, like, if I like the pony's design or not. If I don't like the pony's design, then I don't really care too much about them. Which is not great. I will say, definitely not a great thing, but whatever. My Little Pony. I used to wonder what friendship could be. My Little Pony. To share its magic with me. Big adventures, tons of fun. Beautiful, heart, faithful, and strong. Showing kindness. My Little Pony needs to get the fuck out of my head all the time, but it's okay. It's okay. I can forgive them. I can forgive my kids, you know? There you go. That feels slightly more realistic, right? Oh, no. Bum, bum, bum. What do we think about this? I'm not sure how to feel about the arm. Daddy Discord? What? Oh, that's cute though. The fan game, or the game, whatever. Honestly, My Little Pony, I feel like it just works really well with like a lot of things, you know? Like, I feel like it's just such a nice like world concept and all that it just like works for like anything you want. You can just like ponyify everything. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna shrink this side first. That better? It looks fine to me. I'm not sure what y'all think. Rounded a bit at the top. Yeah. Okay. Fuck anatomy though. Anatomy is my worst nightmare and I'm just better than them. I would just go with it. I feel like I'm like cutting cookies. I don't actually, I don't think I've baked cookies before, honestly. I don't know what I'm saying, but you know. Well, okay, well, taxes. Well, I feel like I do anatomy more than I do taxes, so I have like, every time I have to do my taxes, I'm just like, I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. But anatomy, it's like not as bad, you know? So I'm like, at least I know what the fuck I'm doing! Yay! So I fear I cannot agree on your anatomy over taxes situation here. So I'm gonna cut down this arm, this shoulder right here. Because I feel like I don't like that. This effect has just been like saving my life right now. So I'm like, it's this or I have to draw out the outlines for everything. And I feel like this is honestly a kind of cool way to render as well. Also, okay, so y'all know that I'm reading like Trashy PD Survives as an Idol right now. And tell me why this motherfucker literally like made somebody like impotent, like ED level of situation in the story. No. Okay, not literally in like a tell me why situation. It's just more of me just like yapping about it. But basically, okay, so basically the main character, like, so this other character in the story, very irrelevant kind of background character guy, was like, hey, like, who's your sponsor? Because, you know, in like entertainment business and whatever in the story. Like, you know how like idols and actors and stuff, they might have like a sponsorship, aka they sleep around with like rich people. So they were asking like, hey, like who's your sponsor for, like, as to why you're like, you know, like winning all these awards this time. And he got really pissed at it, so he was like, instead he decided just to like curse him with like ED, which is honestly kind of funny, but I can't believe that that was unironically like a part of the plot in this story. Okay, well, so that's not what I meant, but okay, sure. Oh, I remember that one. I know exactly which one you're talking about too. Yeah, I've seen that one. I don't think I've read it though, but I've seen it around. I actually don't think I've read it though. I'm trying to think if I've read it or not. I don't think I have. I don't remember what it's called though. But I've definitely seen like the J-pop Yakuzas on my TL before. Because obviously I do. My TL is very well, honestly, I feel like it's exactly what you expect from me, to be honest. Like I'm like I don't think my like Twitter timeline or anything is very unexpected at all. No. I feel like if you know anything about me, you're like, oh, that makes sense. Backstreet Girls? Crazy. Not Backstreet Boys, that's crazy. Would they get a copyright for that though? You know nothing about me. Well, you know... Oh, other than the fact that I like MLP? Okay, well... Yeah, that's valid. Honestly, you've only been here for like 2 days. Not even like one stream. Basically. Bruh. Whatever. I like My Little Pony. I yap about manhwas a lot. Or I used to, but right now I'm in like a web novel phase, so I guess we'll not do that much manhwas for a bit. And I spent 2 hours in one of my earlier streams explaining what the Omegaverse was. So, you know, that should give you a good enough idea of what the fuck I am. Mentally stable, sane, normal, functioning member of society, unemployed as fuck. Yes. And I draw things. Yeah. Very solid thing. I have no personality, bro. I literally have nothing. The Omegaverse? What do you mean? Okay. Mentally sane and stable. Exactly, yeah. What do you mean? Okay, so what do you mean? Okay, what are we confused about by the Omegaverse? Like, do we have specific questions? Cause I might have answers. I think I should have answers, but there are certain things that I haven't been keeping up with the current Omegaverse trends, so it's like a little bit, some knowledge may be outdated. Alright, actually, about the Omegaverse, actually. One of the things I forgot to update y'all about, is that there is a new term for, okay, so, I think, back when I was talking about the Omegaverse for the first time, I might not have mentioned this, but they have, so, Omegas, they have, the current Omegaverse landscape, they have, dominant alphas and dominant Omegas and stuff like that. And I'm not sure if I mentioned it before, probably not, honestly, but that is in fact a new thing, a more recent addition to the Omegaverse lore. But yeah, deal with that as. Okay, well, yes, because the thing is, it's more like the Omegaverse is kind of like a, somebody came up with the concept, and it's kind of like a do what you want with it kind of situation. Because originally, the reason why it exists in the first place, okay, we're going back to the Omegaverse. Yeah, I'm so sorry for anybody here. I'm not, actually, fuck it. You know what, you guys signed up for this, fuck it. There's always an X button on the tabs if you don't want to listen to this shit. So the Omegaverse, originated technically on, so the concept, I guess, the main concept of the Omegaverse is for characters to basically have sex, or else, like, their whole bodily, like, functions, like start to fuck up, right? That is, like, kind of, like, the main, like, origin of the Omegaverse. Like, the whole reason why it exists in the first place was because people just wanted porn. So it started from these, like, fuck or die forums like, way back in, like, I don't even know, like, probably, like, I don't remember when this started exactly, because I'm not great with years, but it started, like, a while ago on those, like, fuck or die forums, where somebody coined the concept, or, sorry, somebody, like, coined, like, the concept of, like, well, I guess it's literally just called fuck or die, and that's kind of, like, where it started a little bit. So people wanted to watch their characters basically be forced into scenarios where they have to have sex or else they die via many, many reasons. Thank you. And then afterwards, I believe, when the Omegaverse study, so that was at that point, it wasn't really the Omegaverse. It was literally just fuck or die. It was just like a concept. But then the Omega, like, you know the study that that one guy made about the wolves in captivity, and how they have, like, pack dynamics and stuff like that, where they coined the term Omega Alphas and, like, stuff like that, within the, like, wolf hierarchy. And then I think it was afterwards, it was probably the Supernatural fandom, because it's always the fucking Supernatural fandom when it comes to, like, furry shit. But the Supernatural fandom probably, like, took this, like, fuck or die concept, and also the Omegaverse, the animal, like, the wolf study. And that is where, like, the idea, like, that's when the term, I think, the Omegaverse, like, started. It was from some random Supernatural fic, honestly. It was probably some random Supernatural fic. It was most likely, I'm guessing, this is not confirmed, because I'm not 100% sure. It was most likely on, like, fanfic.net or something, or, like, Quotive, or one of the earlier fanfiction sites. Probably not, like, AO3 or Wattpad. Fuck Wattpad, actually. Fuck Wattpad. That's just bullshit. Anyways, so it started from there, right? And the basic and then slowly through that, you kind of, like, have more of an expanded, like, kind of idea of the Megaverse. So, hold on. Let me drink some water. Okay. So, how did I end up in an Omegaverse rant again? Oh my god, I'm so... This always happens. Fuck. Okay. Whatever. So the general gist of the Omegaverse is that they would have, like... I'm, like, choking on water, bro. I'm actually choking on water right now. You would have, like, secondary genders outside of, like, the... Well, at this time, I think it was mostly just, like, very, like, binary genders, with, like, the male and female, and there wasn't too many intersex or, like, non-binary characters or whatever. Anyway, not the point. But there was, it would be, like, the... Oh, Jesus, I cannot draw while also explaining the Omegaverse. This is very difficult. But yeah, so the Omegaverse was basically... It would be secondary genders outside of, like, your main gender as, like, or, like, I guess it would be secondary sexes would definitely be more of a politically correct term in this day and age. but so we would have the omegas, which are able to be people wanted men to be pregnant, and people still want men to be pregnant. But omegas can get pregnant. Shocking nobody. By depending on which like source or story you're reading, a lot of these details can be changed around because it's like a very fan-made idea. So in some stories, I know that the omegas can get impregnated by anybody. So basically, if you're an omega female, you can be impregnated by everybody. Like, omega males, beta males, and females sometimes. I don't really know what's going on with the betas. Sometimes they give betas the ability to impregnate omegas. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's only for guys. It's really like a throw like a stick into the water and pray that it lands kind of situation. And so like the omegas, depending on the story, sometimes, usually I feel like in most of the Omegaverse stories, most of the population will be betas. So about like 70%, this is like more of a general statistic in most of the stories that I've seen, where they have about 70% of the population to be betas, and then what is it, like the other 30% would be alpha and omegas respectively. However, because some stories they want omegas or alphas to be more rare, they do actually have it so that certain stories they have like the alphas as like less percentage and the omegas as like a larger percentage. But usually I actually would find more of the omegas being like the least like percent, the lowest percentage in the Omegaverse society. I'm so sorry if you guys have been here for another Omegaverse rant that I have had. My bad, gang. But yeah, so back when I first started reading the Omegaverse, like tropes and stuff, it would this is also mainly a thing. Okay, so mainly the Omegaverse is because people want men to be pregnant specifically. So there's, generally speaking, Omegaverse you don't find as much when it comes to like any like Willowa fix or like, you know, just like Yuri, I guess is another term for it, lesbianism, sapphics, whatever. Not very much like Omegaverse when it comes to the women. Just because of the fact that the main point of the Omegaverse even existing in the first place is because people want men to be pregnant. And like, honestly, respect the hustle, right? Respect the grind. But yeah, so if you don't see that much, if you're wondering like, hey, I don't see that much Omegaverse Yuri ever, that there's a reason for that. And the reason is because people just women can already get pregnant, so there's kind of no point in shoving them into the Omegaverse. It's kind of redundant. But yeah, I mean, technically, I feel like the only reason why you would put women into the Omegaverse is so that the alpha females can impregnate the omegas, or like the betas. But anyways, not the point. Totally not the point. But generally speaking, Omegaverse is very much a like. Would it be wrong to say a male-centric sport? I feel like it is. But yeah, it is. Basically, we want to oppress the omegas, right? So the mega males are usually the ones who are like oppressed in the society, and like people look down on them, and usually anything that is slightly tragic that can happen most likely will happen to the omega, especially if it is a BL, because then they're the uke as well, so you know they're just suffering throughout. First of all, I'm screenshotting that. Is it a male breeding competition? That's crazy. But technically it would be Mpreg 1.0, because I feel like the Omegaverse is like one of the early Mpregs situations. I'm sorry. I'm gonna quickly screenshot your little message right there. Okay. Anyways, Fairly Odd Parents. I actually don't. When did that one come out? Actually, it might. Yeah. Well, when did Fairly Odd Parents? I actually don't know when that. Oh yeah, definitely Fairly Odd Parents. Definitely one of the OGs. But yeah, the Omegaverse. There was tropes from the Omegaverse. That came from like the 1960s technically, but the term Omegaverse was coined in Supernatural Live Journal from the 2010s. Everything happens on a message board, okay? Every issue, everything that you find out, everything starts on some random ass message board. And we just gotta accept that, okay? But yeah, so anyways, so the Omegaverse started way too long ago. I actually maybe knew the Omegaverse a little too early, but whatever. So you know, there's a lot of like it's a male breeding competition. Who am I kidding? Where was I? Okay, so the Omegas are the ones who can get pregnant, and the Alphas are the impregnators. Oh! I'm so happy that none of you guys like to clip things, because I would actually be so screwed, based off the shit that I say. But it's okay. But yeah, so thank you. Yeah, so the Omegas, are usually generally oppressed in the societies, and also in the Omegaverse, okay, so this is also another thing that it's a lot of these are like based off of like the author, like what they want to do. So like if you ever decide to read any like Omegaverse stories and you're wondering, hey, why is this not as like the same kind of situation as what I'm saying on this stream, just know that it is very like author dependent. So whatever the author wants is honestly usually canon. You just kind of have to keep like the things of Omegas can get impregnated, Alphas are the ones who are impregnating people, and outside of that you're pretty much good. So now you may be wondering, like, hey, like how do you know if you're an Omega or an Alpha, right? Okay, well it's actually fun. I would actually, it's actually a very fun thing to read. But anyways, you may be wondering, hey, how do you, as a person in the Omegaverse society, figure out how, if you're an Alpha or an Omega, right? Because, you know, that's always a great thing to know. Like, if you're in the world of an Omegaverse, like, you would want to know how to become an Omega, or how you would know that you're an Alpha or Omega. So, okay, depending on the story, so first of all, there is some weird genetics sometimes, where it's like, okay, if your parents are Alphas, you will most likely turn into an Alpha, and like stuff like that. So in certain stories, again, this is very dependent on what type of story you're reading. So if you're reading an Omegaverse story centered around mostly like rich people, like conglomerates and stuff like that, you have a higher chance of seeing the, hold on, where are you, girl? What is going on here? You will have a higher chance of seeing the Uke, who is going to be like the Omega, come from an all Alpha family, and will most likely be discriminated against because of that, because of the fact that he turned out to be an Omega instead of an Alpha like everybody else in his family. However, if you're going to read like an Omegaverse just like in general, like with nothing in particular, like without like the whole like rich people situation, the Alpha will most likely be rich anyways. There is a chance that your Alpha will be poor and broke and useless. But I feel like that's more of like a woke Omegaverse thing now. Sorry, not literally woke, by the way. I mean, like, it's more of like a new trend that I've seen where like some alphas are actually like broke as shit. And the Omegas are the ones that are rich, but usually you get the CEO and YN trope situation going on, with a lot of like older Omegaverse stories. So, you know, if you want to see a broke, pathetic alpha, you have to look for newer stories, okay? You're usually not gonna find it in the older ones. Unless the alpha was like, no, like decides to turn against their family for marrying this Omega, and then they get thrown out of their family, and then they get like the broke alpha, like, period of time in their story, but that's usually not like a part of like the established story where they start out broke as shit. But yeah, just be aware of that. But yeah, so Omegas are you find out that you're an Omega usually, or like you find out your dynamic is what you call it usually in these stories. Most stories do around age 16. So around in high school or so, you there would be like a physical test, or like a test that you would have, and then you would find out if you're an alpha or an Omega that way. There are some stories that have the Omega and Alpha situation, like you find out what your like dynamic is at birth, but then there's like the whole other section of Omegaverse that is a little bit odd when it comes to that, and you're just like trying to figure out how that works. So most people, they're like betas until they're like 16, basically, is the gist of it. So a lot of them, they would either just be called like pups until then, so they don't have like any specific like scent or anything, like, and they're just like trapped in like basically they're basically just kids. Or they can just be betas, and then maybe they'll present as an alpha or an Omega as when they grow up. But, you know, it really depends on the author again, because that's a very big part of it. It's like very much just whatever the hell the author wants to write about. So in a lot of Omegaverse stories, if you're reading like a high school or like a college kind of situation story, usually the Omega will present at around like, I don't know, 16 or whatever, 18, 20, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Some people, they have like late presentations, which is usually the Omega because they're hashtag repressed and they have trauma and shit, and that's like a big part of the story on what they need to work through, blah blah blah. But yeah. Honestly, a lot of writers do write about the Omegaverse, and also, okay, so random Omegaverse update, that nobody really cares about because technically it's like more of a normal thing now. Oh fuck, are you guys getting an ad? I don't know if you guys are getting an ad. I think it's an ad break right now. Sorry. Let me get my ad revenue. I'm kidding. But yeah. I feel like most people do write. I feel like a good chunk of people that I know write about the Omegaverse. No? Am I crazy? Maybe I'm the problem. I am the problem. But yeah, so okay, what was I yapping about? Oh yeah, so Omegaverse, a life update. Except it's not really a life update and none of you guys actually care. But okay, so in older Omegaverses, there's this thing called sigmas, right? Or enigmas, whichever one you want to go with. Personally, I work with the word enigmas just because I cannot with the word sigma after whatever the fuck Gen Alpha did to that word. So it's a enigmas are basically like a tier above alphas, right? So basically, okay, here, let me illustrate this bullshit for you guys. Okay, ignore him, ignore her. I don't really know what's going on here. Ignore my pony. Okay. Okay. So we have, so this is the pyramid, right? Actually, it wouldn't really be a pyramid, but like this is more of a social hierarchy pyramid and less of a population pyramid. So we would have so here would be the omegas, right? And then this one would be the betas. I actually don't remember what the beta sign looks like, so we're just gonna go with beta here. And then this is where the alphas are, right? And then over here is where the enigmas are / sigmas, and they are able to impregnate everybody below this ladder. And so usually if you have like an alpha x alpha relationship, sometimes one of the alphas is actually an enigma, so then this guy ends up being pregnant. So it's a whole thing. I am so sorry for y'all having to like listen to this bullshit, but it's okay. Anyways, so yes, this sounds like smut, dude. The whole point of it was because people wanted to watch their fictional characters fucking get pregnant. That's like the whole reason why the Omegaverse exists, bro. Okay, now there's more like political commentary on the Omegaverse, but like the origins of the Omegaverse was literally just because people wanted to see their men pregnant, and you know what? I respect it. My Little Pony gets pulled into this? I don't read My Little Pony fanfiction. Also, My Little Pony, I feel like, would not have a lot of Omegaverse fics, purely based on the fact that it is, like, more of, like, a female-centric, like, character thing. And most Omegaverses is where, like, people want the male characters to get pregnant. So the My Little Pony is not as relevant in this, I fear. There's a lot of fanfiction sites loaded with fanfictions. I don't know which one you're talking about. I'm assuming it'll be AO3, but like I feel like I genuinely don't check My Little Pony like fics on AO3 though. It's just not something that I personally like reading, so I'm just like I don't really care that much. But yeah. But yeah, so basically anyways, so back to the pregnancy stuff. So you have the alphas who are able to impregnate the omegas, right? And also the betas can also impregnate the omegas, but most of the time it is based off of like if it's like a beta male or beta female. So like a beta female will not be able to impregnate an omega just because of the fact that they are, well, they don't have a dick. That's kind of the gist of it, honestly. Now you may be thinking, hey, what about alpha females? They can grow dicks in most of these stories. Or they get seahorse babied. So it really depends. Again, a lot of this is based off of like whatever the author wants. And depending on how much of a freak the author is, you can honestly get like some very odd things going on in the Omegaverse. But yeah. Meow. But yeah, nobody is welcome for this whole rant, by the way. Please don't unfollow me, by the way. XOXO Gossip Girl. Yeah. But now, okay, so now oh, hi, what do you want? What do you want me to draw? A noodle? Singular? Okay, well. Or like, do you want like a bowl of noodle or like just noodle? Cool. You can be a shiny noodle. It's a very short noodle though, sorry. Have a noodle. Your singular noodle. You're so welcome. Okay, back to the Omegaverse! Woo! I need a job. I need a life. A pig in a wizard hat? Okay, hold on. What the fuck? Give me a sec. Hold on, I don't like that color. I know how pigs work, guys. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. What do you mean? This is a very regular sized wizard hat. Are you judging the pig? You think it doesn't know how to buy its own size of hat? How could you? How could you accuse this poor little piggy of that? Piggy. Okay. Anyways. Anyways. Okay. Back to whatever the fuck I was yapping about. Yeah, so there's this, so now there's, like, this new thing in Omegaverses, which is called, like, the, like, so, okay, so instead of enigmas now to impregnate the alphas, we actually split the alphas into 2 categories. So now we have, dominant and submissive, dominant alphas, and also recessive alphas. Dominant and recessive as in, like, dominant and recessive genes, by the way. Not as in, like, the other way it could be used in this context. But yeah, so we have dominant and recessive alphas, and we also have dominant and recessive omegas, right? So basically, a dominant alpha would be able to generally sometimes also impregnate other alphas, and a recessive alpha is basically like like an alpha that behaves more like a beta. So, in this case, it means that the alpha would, like, not... Okay, well, good night. But yeah, the alpha basically is, like, has very light sense and is not very, like, dominant as an alpha. You know what I mean? Good night. But that's kind of like the gist of the Omegaverse. I remember at one point I read like some stories where they had like the old version of dominant and recessive alphas, specifically the recessive part, and also with the recessive omegas as well. The dominant omegas kind of are able to like overpower the alphas sometimes, but not in like an impregnation way, more of like a their sense are able to like make the alphas obey them kind of situation. So it's like more like a power bottom situation, I guess. It's kind of how it's going. I'm so not sorry for this, actually. You know what? Fuck this. Y'all are here to listen to me yap. And that is 2 hours of my life wasted. But yes. But I remember, I think in the past, they called it like a delta or a gamma or something. And I think there were just too many terms, so they ended up just changing it to dom slash recessive alpha slash omega. Instead, just to make like life a bit easier for everybody. But just know that that was in fact a thing, and that they did in fact change it now. I don't know how to feel about that, but whatever. Also, a lot of these are dependent on like where these stories are coming from, because I know that like in actually, you know what, I am curious, because okay, one of the things about Omegaverse is that like the omegas and the alphas are able to get like suppressants. So they're basically like birth control, but like not birth control. So they suppress like the horniness instead. So I'm thinking like, would that be considered like, it's not really birth control because it's not like preventing pregnancy, but it kind of is at the same time, because it's like, it doesn't make you go into heat and whatever. Oh, so where am I? Oh, I'm drawing here. That's what it was. I feel like I'm giving Omegaverse a bad rep for just considering it as like a mpreg simulator situation, but it's not sometimes. But also, do you okay, back to the suppressants and stuff. So one of the things that people found out is that like when you're reading like an Omegaverse from like fic made by a Westerner / specifically Americans, the Omegas like sometimes complain about not being able to afford heat suppressants because the American healthcare system exists. But like most other people who write Omegaverses, they're like, yeah, like you could just get heat suppressants without having to pay for it. What the fuck? And I think that's just kind of a funny thing. And also like the whole paid time off thing, because sometimes some stories like the Omegas get paid time off, some are American. And I just think it's the funniest random little like thing to be like very like, oh, this is like an Omegaverse story, or oh, this is not Omegaverse, like, or this is made by like an American. And like half the time it's just like, hey, do the Omegas get human rights, you know? They never do. But honestly, kind of a funny random little thing reason for it. Also, I realized that I don't really know how to feel about the color of this, because it's very similar to the skin down here, which I'm not sure about. I might migrate the color here a little bit over. Edit. Oh, actually, I need to feather this, but feather? Nope. Wrong button. How do I feather this? Does anybody know? there a feather feature here? No, I guess not. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I guess not. Whatever. Anyways, edit, tonal correction, color, hue, saturation, luminosity. I'm gonna make the hue, I think it was this way a bit, and then turn down the saturation by a lot. Okay, there we go. That'll be better. Now it's more like a whatever. Works better. But yeah. I want to get at least this character done for today. That's my goal. And I'll probably go to sleep or some shit after. I don't know. I don't know what people do for fun. Do you think this is like fully open over here or not? I guess it's like a mesh, right? Okay, I guess we're doing a mesh situation here. So I only have one reference of her model, so. Anyways, Omegaverse talk over, I think. Probably, debatably. Just because I don't really know what else to yap about in terms of the Omegaverse, but it's okay. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that is what you guys want. For me to shut up about the Omegaverse, but I think it's a fun topic, you know? I don't really know how to render boobs though. Womp womp, sucks to suck. Yeah, like, I feel like it's not, personally, I enjoy enlightening people about bullshit that they never need to know about, you know? And, yeah, like, it's great. People, you know, definitely will never chase anybody away because of that. Hashtag match my freak, I guess. Except it's not really that. I'm just weird. Actually, am I weird or is the world too normal? That's the real question. World's too normal. I'm like, I feel like, because the thing is, I can talk to a lot of people about the Omegaverse and they understand exactly what I'm talking about. And then suddenly I go online and then suddenly there's people that don't know about it and I'm just like, that's crazy to me. I know more people who know about the Omegaverse than who don't, which probably says more about me than anything else, but you know, whatever. It's okay, it's okay. We're all freaks in different ways. I have to do a painting later for my stupid little bitch of a brother. I mean, hashtag we are very close. We are besties. Of course. As we can all tell. I don't know how to feel about the coloring here. I feel like it's kind of mid. Not gonna lie. But it's okay. I feel like I shouldn't be adding color to this, actually. There we go. That's better. Okay, now just for the hair, I think, is pretty much what I have left to do for her. Heck, I'm gonna merge her down, actually. I'm gonna delete this real quick and add a new layer for this. Hair. Okay, where's your face? This is the one. Yeah, I know. I'll fix it at the end, I think. But for now, I want to get like the hair down, roughly. You know when you're sitting somewhere for a little long and then your face, yeah, and then you suddenly get a wave of dizziness, or is that just me? Hashtag been there, done that, felt that. Anyways, haha, we're so sane in this household. I mean, it's a fun sensation, I will not lie. It's probably not healthy, but whatevs. What's new, right? She has a ponytail in the back, so that's what this is, by the way. Her head is a little bit tall at the moment, though. I'm gonna shrink her head down just so she's not giving Oompa Loompa vibes. That's not the right term, but whatever. Big aw forehead. Big aw forehead. Yes. Bro, I have that problem all the time whenever I'm just like sitting and I'm just doing some shit and then suddenly I stand up, I'm like, fuck, my body is betraying me. Yesterday, because I sat for 8 hours, I stood up and then my legs were just in pain and I was like, cool, thanks guys, appreciate it. So yeah, not the bestest life decisions to be making, but you know what, hashtag a worthy sacrifice for half decent art sometimes. There we go, like that. And then Yeah, I think her hair does the swoopty swoops, right? It's not great at more like curled hair. I'm very much a straight hair girly, but it's okay. I don't know how to feel about those actually. It's kind of ugly looking. It feels fake. I mean, it is, but you know. This is roughly correct, right? What do we think about the hair? I feel like it's right. I'm not sure. I think it's just this half of the hair that's bothering me, like this half right here. There we go. That's better, right? I don't know. We'll see. Like this. And then this one also needs to be locked as well, and this part needs to be like that from the back. Yeah. Yippee! I don't like the face I drew on this one. Oh well, whatever. We're just gonna work with it. Fuck it. Oops. Okay, well, I'm probably gonna erase this section right here. Because it's how unnatural it looks. You're the problem. Okay, that's better. I might have to make her head move up a little bit though. Still not sure about how I feel about the hair situation here. It's okay. Might go with a little bit of a green shade at the back of her hair. Just because I feel like it makes sense for her. I'm not really sure how to feel about the green. I like a green glow situation here, but... How do I render hair again? I don't even remember what I'm doing, bro. Deadass. Never a single clue on how to draw whenever I do it. It's okay. What is this brush? I'm on the wrong layer, but... Ooh, funky. Cool. Not what I'm looking for, though. Meow meow. where's my... Oh, quill shadowing. There we go. My beautiful brush. One of my weird favorite brushes here for some reason. That is such a nice texture. I don't know how to feel actually about the glow in the back of the hair. It's like cute, but like I don't know. I don't think it fits the character that well. I feel like you should just give her dark hair back here instead. You have a nice little glow if she needs, but just to keep the hair lighter kind of vibes. And then I want, what color are you? You, I'm gonna make you darker, just right in the middle, just so I can kind of get that extra dimension. Oh my god, raining tacos! Hell yeah. Give me a sec.
It's raining. It's raining tacos. Look at the sky. Tacos. Remember the last one. Just open your mouth and close your eyes. It's raining tacos. And tacos. Frying tacos. All you can eat. Just cheese and meat. It's raining tacos. Yum 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 yum. It's like the tree. Yum 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 yum. It's like the tree.
Oh, it's been so long since I heard the song.
Cheese, let's, cheese, let's, cheese, let's, cheese, cheese. Raining tacos. Raining tacos. Raining tacos. It's raining tacos. Raining tacos. Tacos. It's raining tacos. I love my stupid tacos.
I love ASDF, just in general though, so. Also, I feel like this ear is just like not it. It is like way too far out. It's like so like not attached to the head. It's very obvious. Okay, and I'm also gonna erase her front hair so that she has like, you know, her eyelashes and all that. I feel like eyelashes are a very big part of this character. Actually, in general, I do enjoy like exposing my character's eyelashes just because it looks cute. And I find it kind of stupid when they don't have eyelashes. I'm gonna erase this part too, just because it gets blocked from the lashes. Okay, well, roughly. I'm gonna go back to the quill pen situation here. Bum, 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 ba-da, bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna, yeah, I think I should make the lashes a bit darker. Where are you? Here you are. A wand. Is that gonna work? I actually don't know. Okay, I feel like I'd have a better chance of just like lassoing by hand here. Shit, fuck. Shoot me. Raw X3. How did I do your eyes? I think I just outlined the outside a bit darker. Okay. I feel like the green itself is fine. I don't have a problem with the green, but... the outline's just not dark enough to command any attention. which is obviously the problem here. And then, yeah, I also want her actual eyes to also be outlined a little bit. Yum, 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 like that. And like that. And then this part in the middle can also be a little bit more like C-shaped here. There we go. Now she feels a bit better.
For the spectacle, for the show. What's in mind? Turn it on. It's a spectacle. What's in mind? It's a spectacle.
Very right. I don't believe it.
I know my ponies. Just about enough. Don't you love how they're stupid OG drawing and then now how they turned out? I'm gonna get the front parts in and then I'll give up for the day. Okay, where's my... let me yoink this guy in first. Yoink. Okay, where's my... U, I think it was? I don't know. What the fuck? Oh, marquee select. U. Oh shit. Cool. Let's go with that, and then let's go. What the fuck? What the hell? not great with circles, I will not lie. So we're just gonna ignore my questionable ability to draw them here. Thank you. I'm a liquefy abuser though, I will not lie. That liquefy brush, pen thing, whatever the fuck, tool will leave me when I fucking die, and that's okay. I can't tell how to feel about this. I'm not great with very round shapes, I will not lie. Oh shit, sorry. Didn't realize that you cued me more music. My bad!
My bad.
It's the cafeteria song from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Sorry, My Little Pony Equestria Girls, the movie. Dun, 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 dun. Hi, welcome. I'm just drawing right now. I got really distracted.
We can everybody, we've got something to say. See different, different ways from here. People, anyone.
It's okay, it's okay. I got egged earlier, so now I'm trapped here. Save me. Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, everybody, we're in the show. The magical friendship is what it's all about. And we learn different as the night until the lights sparkle like a sea of other worlds. So get up, come together, open from the house of God. We work together and close for the ground. And the never sending a message to the crowd as they up and come down, but damn, song is still like a loyalty point. Secrecy, all that we can be for harder. Down, down, and together, having fun in the things together.
Also, I'm a bird, not an egg. Sorry, totally forgot, but like, I'm a bird, guys. Quack quack, motherfuckers.
I don't wanna do, and we're different, yeah. I want you to be treated with only will go with the silver songs that together, so again, so around. Jump on, make a sound, hear the fucking bells turn around. Can I make a change? Can I jump on, make a sound, hear the fucking bells turn around. Can't prevent wonder, grace, help her in the crowd. Make a sound. I still can't believe that they decided to ship Flash Sentry with fucking Twilight for a while. Whatever. You know what? I don't even care, you know?
Take those off!
Also, once I'm done this book, I'm probably gonna just log off. Because I feel like I've done a decent amount of work for today. Also, I have to go to sleep because I have an interview tomorrow, so. Yay. Hashtag employment arc chat. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know, maybe I'll be employed one day. Whatever. We'll see. Actually, I want this part to be flat. I'm not sure how to feel about this drawing of a book. It's like fine, right? I feel like I've been fucking up the perspective a little bit too much, though. Okay. Something more like this, I think, makes sense, right? To me. Just a little bit more. Okay, like this. Okay. And then I'm gonna just add some like fake text on here just for aesthetics. Where's my fake text brush? There's a lot of things that I have brushes of just because I don't have the energy to draw them in all the time, like words. God forbid any motherfucker wants to write words, right? Is this the fake words brush? No, this is not the fake words brush. You're the fake book brush. You're the fake word brush. Here we go. What about you? Oh, just a different flavor of fake words. Okay, cool.
Thank you.
I'm not great at this whole drawing curved line situation though. It's a little difficult for me. What if I... Oh, I can just draw it this way. That makes much more sense for me. There we go. Let me just... Oh, I want to get as much work done as possible all at once, which is why I kind of like keep moving to like new things. But we'll see. Okay. I think I'm done for today. This is gonna be the end of the stream for today. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. It's Tuesday, roughly, I guess. But yeah, this is gonna be the end of the stream. I'm going to go to sleep now. Bye! Actually, I'm gonna force you guys to raid somebody first. Let's go. Let's go with this person. Actually, I wanna let's trade this person because they have a cute little penguin. PFP. Oh, whatever. Anyways, hello? Thought we were. Is that working? Oh, right now. Okay, there we go. Anyways, see you.